As Ouyang dodged, Ha Sein's fist froze in the air. It was obvious that if this punch was a black one, Ha Sein would not be able to stop it, which meant it was a white fist. Why? Why is it a white fist? Ouyang's confidence was smashed by this white fist. Exactly the same way of using his strength, and Ouyang had made the same judgment. Only this time, he acted against his own judgment. However, he was still wrong. This white fist that had stopped halfway was harder on him than 1,000 actual punches. Why did you use a white fist? Staring at Ha Sein, Ouyang wanted to know the answer. There are 3 levels in black and white boxing: observing the people, observing the heart, and observing the body. You are still observing the body. And I am beginning to observe the heart. That's why I won. Ha Sein smiled at Ouyang. Remember to register for the competition and pay me back for the room next time we meet again. Ouyang watched him going and froze for a long time until Ha Sein had disappeared from his sight. Chen Ling was both happy and worried. She was happy that Ha Sein had promised to participate, while worried that Ouyang had refused to participate. If Ouyang and Ha Sein could join forces, maybe Blackhawk could be the champion of the Skynet competition. Although this game was not that important, but Blackhawk had not been a champion in a long time. This championship would still be a big comfort to her, a part-time coach of the Martial Arts Society. Zhu Qian, is Ouyang here? Chen Ling called Zhu Qian over. I have not seen him. Zhu Qian looked around and said, let me know when he's here. Chen Ling wanted to make the final effort. Suddenly Chen Ling saw Ouyang coming through the door and quickly walked to him. Ouyang, I know the old players' retirement reflect negatively on our results, but you need to give the young players a chance to grow. Quote, count me in, cut in Ouyang before Chen could finish. Do not rush to refuse. You listen to me, we have invited Ha Sein in the match against Street Germain. If you, Chen Ling suddenly realized what he had said and was surprised. You just said you will participate? Quote, if you have the form, Ouyang said indifferently. Chen Ling quickly asked someone to bring him the application. She felt odd and asked, how did you suddenly change your mind? Quote, Zhu Qian and others also came. They were all glad that Ouyang would join them. He was, after all, a star player and had contributed great performance. With Ouyang and Ha Sein, they were confident they could beat Street Germain. To tell the truth, Ha Sein was their replacement for Ouyang. Even with Ha Sein, they thought it would be hard to beat Saint Germain. The old players had all graduated and Ouyang was the only one left. Martial Arts Society was now in a hard place and did not have much to offer. Now with Ouyang's return and Ha Sein's participation, their strength had been greatly increased. At the same time, it was unexpected that Ouyang suddenly changed his mind. He was particularly cold, and was not easy to get along with. They could not imagine how his mind was changed. Because I lost to Ha Sein and he told me to. Ouyang filled the form out. But Chen Ling and the members of Martial Arts Society were shocked. Although they knew the story of Ha Sein and Yu Mingji, but they thought Ouyang was probably even better than Yu. In the Alliance tournament, the top 10 would not be inferior to the chosen. After all, the Alliance tournament did not allow beast souls. In terms of fighting skills and physical fitness, Ouyang was the best of the best. Such a person said he lost to Ha Sein, which was shocking. How many rounds did you play? Zhu Qian asked. 5, Ouyang casually replied. So that is 3-2? Zhu Qian continued to ask. 5-0, he was 5, and I was 0, Ouyang said, giving a form that he had filled out to Zhu Qian, who opened his mouth so wide that it could fit a duck egg. 5-0, Hussein did that? Quote. Not only all members of the martial arts society were dumbfounded, but Chen Ling also looked surprised. The worst score Ouyang had seen was 1-4. And his opponent was someone who ranked first in black and white boxing in the alliance. 5-0, they could not believe how good Hussein was. But since Ouyang had said that himself, it was true without a doubt. There was no reason for him to lie about that. We will win this time. Saint Germain, wait for our comeback. Chen Ling and the students were so excited they were speechless. Since there is such a player in their team, coupled with Ouyang beating Street Germain was a piece of cake.